I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano, Josh Reese, and Aaron Rosa. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Batman.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
I just feel that, first of all, I need a Batman shirt.
I know, I have the best Batman shirt of all time.
Well, I'm sure everyone's seen it countless times.
They have, but anytime I'm out in public, and Aaron can attest to this, he's been with me a lot of times. People are always like, "Oh my god, awesome Batman shirt!"
Yeah,
Every time.
I need to get that for sure, or something like it. But yeah, another look. This I would say mostly Batman fans here, right? There were a lot of Batman.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
50% of us are wearing Batman shirts.
50. What does Josh have?
Star Wars.
Oh, what do you have? Let me see. Just a classic.
Classic.
We reviewed
Yellow.
The Flash last week. Now, while it didn't do great in theaters, it did great for our ratings.
Yes. That's usually how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we like to pull coals.
But I think it also has to do with Batman, because anytime on this podcast when we reviewed a Batman movie, our ratings skyrocket. So I think from now on, we're only going to review Batman movies.
You know, I'm just going to say, I know you guys did Batman 89 about a year ago, but I wasn't on that one. Joe wasn't on that one. Just saying.
Well, all right.
Just saying.
I mean, you were like
podcast.
You were sitting right here.
He was.
By the way,
he was holding his breath too most of the time, because I think he wanted to punch me most of the time when I started to say that the Batman, Robert Pattinson, was maybe on the same level.
Not
as,
Robert Patterson, but close
Pattinson,
enough.
Whatever.
No, there was that was Aaron's actually first moment on the podcast, because a couple times he yelled in some shit at Josh, like, "Oh God!" Like you would just hear Aaron like go, "Oh God!"
It was great because I watched that with you and Josh, and then I was in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is a bad idea," because I'm just going to be yelling shit about my favorite movie ever.
It was an awkward podcast because Josh did not like the movie. And I loved it.
It didn't age well. It didn't age well.
You didn't.
Okay, and we're taking the mic away from Josh.
Hey, Josh, you didn't age well.
You don't age well.
I am aging great, like a fine bottle of Benjamin Franklin wine.
No.
Okay, buddy.
But you know what did age well? This movie. It's got Michael Keaton as Batman. It's got Danny DeVito as a fucking penguin. You've got Michelle Pfeiffer in black leather catsuit.
Well, I mean, my goodness. I mean, that's just phenomenal.
Not only that,
It's it's like the GOAT superhero costume.
She's the greatest Catwoman of all time, the hottest Catwoman of all time. It's not even close.
I can see that, yeah.
It's not even close.
I mean, Andrew said it.
I mean, I love Anne Hathaway, but yeah,
Sure,
but she's great.
She was not nearly as sexy as Michelle Pfeiffer was in this movie.
I mean, Andrew said it during the movie. She's kind of the MVP of this movie.
She is. She absolutely is.
How is she not?
And I know
She stole the show.
We're not doing the reviews right now, but there was so much innuendo in this movie that I didn't even realize.
Well, it's interesting. We have a lot of factoids that we're going to get to later. But the reason why Tim Burton didn't get to do a third Batman movie was, there was a lot of because a lot of the innuendo and stuff.
Okay.
We have a
But
lot
we'll
of
talk
behind
about
the
that
scenes
later.
stuff after.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot.
you almost have to in this movie with Catwoman,
Yeah,
because she, she's sex.
absolutely.
That's what she is.
It's a fun movie. We're going to talk about it later. But first, we have to thank some new patrons. We got a lot this week, and I wonder why. I don't know why we have a lot of patrons this week, more than usual. Maybe it's because we did a bracket.
That's the best.
What is the best TV intro of all time? Got lots of messages from angry fans.
People were super pissed about Dukes of Hazzard.
Some of them, well, all right, hold on, don't spoil anything. It's not like that one, but yeah, people were like, "Why wasn't this on the bracket?" Why, but
I knew we should have did 64. We should have did 64, but it would have been a 5-hour podcast,
Right.
Yes.
Or we just would have had to make faster decisions.
Right, exactly. So without further ado, thank you to Paul, Ryan, Matt Judd, Chris Klim, David Stegan, Rachel Graham, Carolyn Holly, Nadir Thabada, and Michael McDivitt. Thank you.
Yes.
to those 9 people for joining. A lot of What's Wrong with Wrestling patrons I see there.
Very nice. Very nice.
But thank you so much for joining. It's only $3 a month at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We're also reviewing Secret Invasion every week until that show ends. Episode 1 wasn't great.
Maybe. We'll see how episode
But hopefully
2
it
goes.
gets better.
Hopefully.
yeah.
So we'll see. But all right, before we get to Batman Returns, we need to talk about the news and rumors, a.k.a. the Hollywood Hogwash. And the Kraven the Hunter trailer came out last week. I think it came out like Monday. So it was like the day the podcast drops, but of course we already recorded. But Kraven the Hunter trailer, another Sony villain origin story. You know, they did Morbius, and that sucked. The Venom movies also suck. And now they're like, hey, let's do Kraven. And it sucks, just like the other ones.
Another one of these Spider-Man villain as the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
I just
right.
don't understand.
Why does this keep happening?
Why do they keep doing this?
Not only
they're
that-
trying to make their own shitty Sinister Six.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Right. Just Sinister Six movies, and then the 7th movie, maybe we'll get a team up or something like that. But did you see how Kraven got his powers in this movie?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
He was bitten by a radioactive tiger, I guess.
Well,
Something like that.
You know what happened was you got some tiger blood. Tiger blood turns into Sheen blood. Turns into Kraven blood.
Not only this, Kraven is supposed to be a villain.
I've got lion
and this
and tiger
guy
blood
in the movie seems like he's kind of like an
Well,
anti-hero.
also, what's the one thing about Kraven? His accent.
Mustache ride.
Right.
Mustache rides.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
a second thing.
Joe's watching the one of the Spider-Man cartoon parodies that I made back in 2009.
Wow.
That features Kraven. And
Spider-Man
yes,
bad lip reading number 25.
Yeah,
So if you want to Google that,
yes, it's also
it's one of the best ones.
yeah.
It's one of the best.
He offers Firestar a mustache ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she accepts.
Oh.
An Iceman walks in on them.
Ah!
He's horrified. But yeah, like to have him not have the accent in this movie, it's just like, oh, he's just an American guy. It's kick-ass, but he's buff and he's American, even though his dad is Russell Crowe.
And we know he can do accents. He did one when he was Quicksilver
Yeah.
in
sure.
the Avengers.
Sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's doing
He's
it.
a good actor.
He did one on Bullet Train.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I don't think that he's actually British, right? So his real voice is British, but in this movie he is doing an American accent, but it's just that's not what Kraven is. Kraven is Russian. He has a Russian accent.
And he's a bad guy that
And he's
wants
a
to
bad guy.
kill Spider-Man. And obviously Spider-Man is not going to be in this.
It's rated
movie at
R.
all.
We see him bite a guy's nose off, but who cares? Who cares? I'm
Right.
not
Everyone
interested in
popped
this.
at the end because like, oh, we're going to see Rhino. And like, I don't want to see
We're not
Rhino.
reviewing this for Hogwash. Just
yeah,
FYI.
I don't
I'm not even seeing this
think
fucking
so.
movie. It's not worth it. I don't think so.
It's
Doesn't
funny
seem
because I love the actors that are in it. So
Yeah.
it could be good. We don't know. It's just it's
we know.
It's breaking the laws of the comic, which you don't do. That's like the number one thing is you got to keep certain rules straight when you're transferring a comic to a movie, and they're already blowing most of that.
If you're doing the Joker, he's got to be crazy. You know, Christopher
Right.
Nolan came up with his own stuff, like the scars and everything. But
Right.
like,
He's got to be smiling somehow. So yeah,
Yes.
he came up with scars, but
Exactly.
yeah, and you got to have the paint, right?
But it's like, yeah, Craven getting his own movie. Just they already ruined it with Morbius. Sony just needs to let go of all of these properties.
Right.
They did, those Into the Spider-Verse movies are fucking great, though.
Yeah.
But just the Spider-Man cartoons, that's it. Everything else they're doing is terrible.
I did want to mention, since we're on Craven, kind of, that
Yeah.
apparently the El Muerto movie that was going to be with Bad Bunny,
Oh,
that
right.
apparently is not going to be happening.
El Muerto, Josh.
Thank
You're the
you.
Mexican one.
Thank
It's
you.
not El Muerto.
El Muerto.
Muerte. Muerto?
Just stop.
Well,
no,
if it's
just
a
stop
man,
talking, though.
The
Is it-
Masked
oh.
Man. The Masked
Well,
Man movie.
They said it's been.
Just stop.
They said it's been halted because of the writer's strike, which of course everything that's in production is being halted. But they also said they don't know because of Bad Bunny's touring schedule.
Right.
Like once it ends, but whatever. That was fucking weird anyway. He was a bad guy wrestler. He was going to be one of the Sinister Six. Whatever. But yeah, I mentioned Across the Spider-Verse. So fans that were seeing this movie multiple times, and I did see it twice in theaters, but fans have started noticing different versions of Across the Spider-Verse in theaters.
Really?
And editor Andrew Leviton confirmed that there are at least 2 different versions playing in
randomly? Just randomly being played in theaters?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's fun. I don't know.
Okay.
Why not? It's not completely
not?
different. It's just little things in the movie.
Weird.
They mentioned Miguel's like assistant. Like there was a part in the movie where she takes a selfie with him, but then there's another version where she doesn't take a selfie with him. Okay. So it's like it's a lot of little things like that.
So this is one way to get people to boost the box numbers, right?
guess.
Oh, there's a different Spider-Man.
Not that they need it,
it's
But
just-
right.
right,
But how
that
would you
too.
even know? How would you even know?
It was number 1 this week again because nothing new came out. So people
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, let's just go see Spider-Man again."
Right.
But no, I remember hearing about this with another movie not too long ago. I forgot which movie it is.
Movie.
Yeah, but there. See, I'm such a nut. Like, you know, everyone that knows me, when I really love a movie, I can memorize every single fucking line in the movie, every moment. That like when I see it in theaters and then I get the movie like at home and watch it, I'm like, oh, that's a different take from the theatrical version. I noticed it in Hot Tub Time Machine. They did a different take and they put it in, and then it was a different take in the DVD. And yeah, I also felt that way with The Dark Knight. I feel like they used a different take a couple times, but it's been so long now that I forgot exactly what it was.
So is this why all the animators are complaining? They had to work on 2 movies at once.
Well, yeah, that was the other story. Was like there was over 100 animators that quit
Right.
because of the schedule. They were like, you know, which we've heard about this with Marvel keeping their, you know,
Right.
special effects people working like, you know, ridiculous hours. They said that they were working like 17-hour days, 7 days a week. Like it was just
That seems
very
like
grueling.
workers' rights violations, kind of, if true.
Probably.
So I doubt it's true. Maybe.
I don't doubt that it's true at all. When you have a schedule and they need to hit it, why do you think She-Hulk looks so fucking terrible?
Well, exactly, because they didn't
Special effects.
They didn't do anything. It seems like.
We worked on it for 30 minutes, and that was it. Yeah, but moving on, director Chad Stahelski confirmed that there will be a director's cut of John Wick Chapter 4.
Sweet.
He said I think there's about 10 to 15 minutes we put back in. The movie's already like 2 hours and 50 minutes. So this one's going to take it over the 3-hour mark. But the Best Buy Steelbook came out, and I got it, and the Steelbook's awesome. It's all red. It's got John Wick on the front. It's got the blind guy on the back. It's really fucking cool. If you collect Steelbooks.
Do you open them anymore?
Oh, yes.
You do.
Yeah, I'm not Eric. I take it out and play with it.
And you did you watch the Blu-ray or did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I always open them
Yeah.
because I want, first of all, the digital code's in there. So I want the digital copy. And then I want to see how it looks inside. It's not, I don't collect these to one day resell them. You know,
No.
I just collect them to have them. I think they're cool.
I just saw it like an hour ago. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's got like Donnie Yen on one side.
It's one of the
and,
best. It's one of the best. One of the best steelbooks I have for sure. It's great. Where are we? Director James Mangold, who directed Logan, revealed he's not happy that Wolverine is in Deadpool 3.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm not happy.
He said,
I don't like fun things. I made a movie and I killed him and it's done.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
that guy.
killed him. Fuck you. He's dead.
Yeah.
He said, I can't say that there's part of me that doesn't wish that we'd let it be, but there was always going to be another Wolverine.
What he's really upset about is that they haven't asked him to do another movie.
Well, I don't know about that. They killed Wolverine in Logan.
Yeah.
He died.
True.
And that was supposed to be like his, finite.
He was spoiler alert.
But he should know that
Sorry, he was spoiler alert.
Right, thank you. He should know that that was not going to be the ending for Wolverine. Of course he was going to come back.
I think Hugh Jackman was probably like, I'm done at that point.
Sure.
And then Ryan Reynolds convinced him because it's like, hey, let's make this fucking amazing movie.
You
Right.
know how fun this would be.
Yeah.
Come on.
it's gonna be great.
But what they're doing is he's gonna be, thrown into this universe before he dies in the Logan movie. But that Logan movie is great and all, but it ruins a lot of things for me. Like the fact that Professor X killed all of the X-Men on Earth except for Wolverine and that other guy.
Like by accident, right?
Yes. By accident.
Like he thought too hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just thought
Had a
that was
major
so.
headache.
I thought that was so fucked up because you watch the end of Days of Future Past where they retconned everything that they did wrong in the third movie, and it's
Right.
like, oh my god, they're all alive. It's a happy ending. 10 years later, I murdered them all. It's like, what?
They had such a great thing with the first two, and then they wrapped it up with the third movie.
Yeah.
And then they just had to come back with Logan and Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix,
And
was
they fucked
fucking-
all of it.
It was terrible. Yeah. Also, Jonathan Majors, who plays Kang in the MCU, or maybe not for long, is going on trial for his domestic violence charges on August 3rd.
And the MCU producers hold their breath.
Didn't his wife drop the charges though, or his girlfriend?
But, well, multiple people have come forward. I don't know exactly which one this is.
Well,
but
remember, there's a couple of things that you're dealing with. You're dealing with civil and also dealing with a crime, right? If I shoot Aaron and he lives, he can't go, no, don't press charges. No, I committed a crime. So I still have to be, brought up for those charges if there's been more than one witness.
Right. Makes sense.
So it could be that. She could be like, I don't want to do anything, but they could be like, well, we have all this evidence now, so of course we're going to prosecute.
But even if this guy is cleared 100%, at this point,
I don't know.
he's tarnished. Like, this
No,
is Disney.
not if he's cleared
They're not-
100%, Aaron. Come on. If he's cleared, is everybody that is arrested guilty?
Aaron,
is that how you live your life?
Ezra
I
Miller
hope
just
not.
played the Flash.
Yeah.
no, but he's talking about public outcry.
Public
The
outcry.
fact
This
that
is
like
Disney.
Johnny Depp still hasn't fucking done anything, even though they've confirmed that like she made up all that shit.
I mean, if this was any old movie studio, sure, I would agree with you, but this is Disney.
Yeah, but it's Johnny Depp. And whenever he's ready to work again, he will work again. He's beloved.
I think he's been ready to work again. I think he likes making millions of dollars. We'll see. There's rumors that Disney trying to get him back, and he's like, "Fuck you! I'll never be a pirate for you again."
Good for you,
Because
Johnny
they didn't
Depp.
back him in the
Good
beginning.
for you.
Right.
Yeah, but I imagine a dollar figure will work out at some point. But you don't need any more pirates movies. We don't need any more. The first one was good. The rest weren't. Josh, what do you have?
I got something that could annoy Andrew and
Great.
everybody else. So Kevin Smith.
That's your job.
No problem. Kevin Smith on his podcast said that the studio DC was trying to reach out to Christian Bale for months to
Oh, I
play
saw this.
Batman, but
Yeah.
he said no, thank you.
To be in the Flash.
Right
Right.
to return, even just a cameo. But
Of course they asked.
He was
What
like-
do you think? George Clooney was their first call?
maybe he was like hard pass, playa. I'm fine. So yeah, I thought that was kind of neat that they were trying to give us all types of fan service.
Sure.
But Christian Bale was like, no, I'm good. I'm good, mate.
Yeah.
Is that how he talks? I don't think so.
Doesn't he have a British accent? Huh?
Yeah, but that's not a British accent. What you just did was not. I don't know what that was.
Some other things I've got. So Robert Kirkman was talking a little bit about Invincibles 2.
Yes.
And of course, guess what? It's going to be dealing with the multiverse.
Oh no! Really?
Yes.
Come on.
He says there's going to be a new villain that comes in the series and he has access to multiple dimensions.
All right. Well, that
Overdone.
He said it's going to be releasing late 2023. So
Okay.
maybe like, October,
Sure.
December, November, something like
So
that.
wait, hold on. So it's going to be released late this year. So then you went on to tell us the months that are late in the year. I appreciate that,
no
Josh.
problem.
I don't know
Yeah.
what months were
I
last.
try to
in a
bring
year.
as much
I mean,
content
like
as
Josh
podcast
said,
as possible.
December, October, and then
No,
November. Yeah.
I
December's first.
I was naming the months that I knew for sure.
He ranked them in order
Josh,
if he thought it
what
would come
other
out.
months do you know?
Importance.
Tell
Yeah.
us. What other months?
I know plenty of months.
Josh, what month is before October?
I've got
Josh, what
I've
month
got
is
a
Josh,
couple
Josh,
more things.
Real quick, what month is before October?
September, motherfucker.
Oh,
yeah.
September,
Come
motherfucker.
on, of
No,
course.
because a few months ago there was a podcast where I was like, "Can you list the months in order?" And you couldn't. You got to like June, and then you skipped May. You were like April,
Sure.
June,
I got them
July.
all. Listen, there's 12. It's very tough, okay? Listen.
It is
All
very difficult,
I've got
Josh.
two more things.
It
Two
is
more
very
things.
difficult.
Okay.
Two more.
Harley Quinn, the season 4 premiere will be July 27th.
July 27th.
So kind of
So
mid
that's coming up. Yeah, mid-year.
Mid-year.
Like July, June,
So
November.
like before August?
Around August. Around
August.
All right, that's fair. I'll give him that.
How many days until the premiere? Can you tell us, Josh?
Do you know how many days, motherfucker? I have no clue. That's a lot of days.
Wait,
lot of days.
I'm sorry. I didn't even pay attention. What is this again? I didn't even pay attention.
Harley Quinn.
The cartoon?
The cartoon series.
Like season
Oh, the one where like
4.
she
Season
gets
4?
naked in front of
Yeah, the one-
Robin and he has a boner.
She
Yeah.
fucks Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy, yeah.
Does?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it rated R?
Yes.
Oh, have you seen this?
That Joe's like, oh, I will be
Some of
seeing
it.
this.
Some of it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The other thing I had that was kind of interesting. So San Diego Comic Con this year
I hope there's a date
is
involved.
looking like it's going to be a little bit more like lame con.
Jesus Christ.
Lame Con.
Lame con. Apparently, Lucasfilm, Netflix, Sony, HBO, and Marvel will not be coming to Comic Con this
The
year.
cons are struggling.
Marvel's not
Comic-Cons.
going to Comic Con?
No, so the only ones out
Really?
there is like DC, and that's about it.
Wow.
And when is...
Well, I mean, if anybody from Marvel is at that thing, they're going to have to answer questions about Kang.
Are they?
They don't want to deal
No,
with that.
come on. Reporters,
they just have
fans don't ask those questions.
No, but I guess they just have nothing to show us right now.
That could be true.
Because what's coming out after the Marvels?
I mean, they have a
Deadpool?
whole schedule.
Deadpool
No. Deadpool's next year.
next year? Yeah.
So I just... Maybe nothing else is ready at this point.
Maybe. Who knows?
But when is Comic-Con scheduled?
Summer months.
Summer months?
Summer months.
So what months would those
What
be?
month? Like
They would
when?
they would be in the June, July, September months.
September. Okay. I
Summer.
feel like there's another month in there, but who,
Yeah, your
who
birthday.
would who would know? Well, when is that? September?
August.
August.
Right. That's right.
August.
August
A
is
summer-
also a summer month.
A summer month.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything
Yes.
else, Josh?
No, that's all I've got.
Do you have
fuckers.
anything that might come out like early 2024? Like March,
No.
January.
No.
Another month that I can't think of.
No, I did have something.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is in February. No?
No.
Who knows?
No.
Shit.
It changes every year.
When you haven't had a
Anything-
girlfriend for 6 years, you
damn
don't
it.
know when that date is. But
That's
hey,
true.
you got one coming around, Josh.
That's true.
You might want to look it up.
You better start
That's a
planning
big
for
one.
that.
Very
That's
true.
a big one, bro.
No, we don't do holidays.
It goes
No, it's a good
her
time.
birthday, Valentine's Day, Christmas.
No,
in that order.
I do know her birthday. Her birthday is
then your anniversary.
That one's an easy one because it's 420, so I can't forget that one.
Oh,
It's pretty easy.
wow.
Gotcha. Like Q2.
That's late April, like my birthday.
God damn it!
It could be the 20th,
That's the
21st,
start of Q2.
22nd.
Right?
Is that the start of Q2?
could be the 23rd, the 24th.
Right.
Okay.
Anytime between the 25th and 30th.
Well, I guess we'll wait for that.
Josh, could late April be the 31st? Let's say.
I do not remember which one of those months has a 31st.
Oh my God! Did you go to school or did your mom homeschool and
who
just
the
cuddle
fuck
you?
teaches you about leap year? Why is leap year important? And which month is in leap year? Is that August?
Come on, shut up. Now you're just trolling yourself, and you're losing your own fan base.
Is it?
What month is the shortest month of the year? Come on, don't.
God damn.
Come
All
on.
leave
no
it alone. Hey guys, so Batman Returns.
Thank you.
The
Batman
year-
Returns.
If we were all smart, then none of us would be dumb, right, Aaron?
The year was
ahead.
1992.
92.
That also had a leap year.
It was the summer of 92, which means this movie had to have come out in June. All right, we got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
August.
Yeah, this was a huge movie. Huge fucking movie. We start out with...
And by the way, this was not really intended as a sequel in a weird way.
Right.
Burton wanted to do a sequel, like taking off exactly where they left off, where like he proposes to Vicky Vale.
No,
and
Burton
kind-
didn't want to. The studio wanted him to do it, and he didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's what I
I
read.
thought I read that he did. Either way, yeah. So then they did this one. It's a very standalone movie,
Right.
Because even the city's different.
Yes.
you could tell like a lot of things are different. And
That's a really good point because like the Batman 89, it was great. It popped huge. Everybody loved it. So because it was such a huge success, you could kind of tell in this one they gave him the budget to really flesh out.
and the first
Gotham.
one made money.
Like
Yeah.
the first one was great. Don't get me wrong. Gotham in the first one was great, but in this one you really got to see a fully fleshed out Gotham.
I think it was like a
great.
$60 million budget, which at the time is, huge. for
Huge.
92.
They could hire so many penguins.
So many penguins. We'll get to that later. But first we see The movie opens with Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman and his wife throw their disfigured baby into the sewer.
That seems like something Pee Wee would do, to be honest.
And this woman was in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
I'm glad you know that he was
Yeah.
in another Burton movie. Yes.
Right.
It's funny because like he walks into the room, you hear her like having the baby. She's like, oh, and then he walks in and sees the baby and he goes, oh God. He's horrified.
What could so let's talk about that for a second. What could she have had sex with
Right.
to produce this disfigured
a penguin.
pet? I mean, that
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That's
right.
where I'm
I
going
think
with
That's what I was
this.
going for.
Pee Wee Herman.
He got all sophisticated because he's like, I've had sex with a girl,
Yeah.
so now I'm sophisticated.
And when they threw the carriage into the sewer, like where they're like, we're trying to kill him, because if you're trying to kill him, why not just take him out of the carriage and throw the baby in there, you know? Or were they just like, the penguins will raise him?
Let's hope the penguins, which live under a New York, Chicago city, apparently. How many penguins are in New York? Eric, none? No, there's
Apparently
none.
a lot.
No, there's none. They have to live in the Arctic.
Well, this is Gotham.
But
They've
in
got
Gotham,
penguins.
it's not real life. In their city, penguins live in the sewers. And they're like, well, he looks like a penguin. I guess we'll just let him live with his people
Exactly.
/ animals.
The penguins find him with the closing credits. So there you go. 33 years later. That's right. Danny DeVito's 33 in this movie.
Well, I mean, he
Holy
was already
shit.
like grabbing onto the cage and pulling the cat in. So I'm assuming he was what, like 2 when they...
2?
You
Oh,
don't think,
was he?
you think they
Oh.
lived with it for 2 years, or was he just?
Oh, I
was he
thought-
like a mutant that like grew fast?
I feel like they got rid of him that night.
You they pulled the cat into the cage and ate it. Remember?
but sure.
Infant can do that.
Well, a
A
penguin.
monster infant.
A
yeah.
penguin infant.
Yeah, maybe.
You want to feel really old? Danny DeVito's age in this movie is older than all of us.
You mean his real age?
Or his real age, yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's 33 in this movie.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Older than all of us. It's fucking crazy.
Well, no, we're all older than 33.
What do you think?
No, well, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the
Yeah,
reverse.
you said the reverse.
We're all older
so just
than
whatever
Danny
Josh says, he means the reverse of
He
that.
means
Thank
the
you.
opposite.
Thank
Yes.
Did
you.
you
Yeah.
like this movie, Josh?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, he didn't like it.
Didn't like the movie.
What is that? Did you like the movie, Josh? Yeah, it was really good.
It's
Loved it. So 33 years later, there are rumors in the newspaper that a penguin man lives in the sewers. It's Christmas time, and we see Alfred buying presents for Bruce.
I mean, who else is in his life?
Like these presents are for Bruce.
Sure.
Does like Bruce still believe in Santa? Does it say like to Batman from Santa?
Master
He knows.
Bruce. Master Bruce.
His parents died when he was young. I never let him live down Santa Claus.
Master Bruce, look who came.
And Bruce, this is showing Bruce is like, ooh,
Well,
like 35.
there's no Lucius Fox in this world, so he has to buy him presents, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Alfred built everything. He made the Batcave.
Did they ever actually
He
say
made
that?
the car. Well, but they don't explain any of that. So the two of them did it themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Robert Pattinson version, like it is him and Alfred that make everything.
They do actually kind of address that. I recently rewatched, don't get mad at me, Andrew, Batman versus Superman. And Jeremy
that's-
Irons.
It's always on TV.
But that's in that version, but okay.
Right. But Jeremy Irons is totally building all of his tech.
Yeah.
Like, so they do kind of address that at some point.
Sure, in that version. But anyways, I feel like this movie's also like very similar to The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
yeah.
You know, like
Well, yeah.
Penguin's like, I'm ruining Christmas, and
Sure.
yeah. Then we meet Max Schreck, played by Christopher Walken. His secretary, Selena Kyle, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. Again, steals the show.
Yeah.
We see Penguin's hands grabbing the sewer bars, watching Shrek give his speech. When Shrek is like, I wish I could give a lot more. And then Danny DeVito's like, oh, but you can. Oh, but you will.
It's exactly like that. Very good.
Then a giant Christmas box shows up, and Max has got, I think it was the mayor. He's like, great idea, not mine. And then it blows up, and a bunch of murderous clowns ruin the party.
Great.
Also,
A lot of fun is there, running
yes.
around, jumping around, flipping around,
yes.
and killing people.
Shrek's son is doing a really bad Christopher Walken impression in this movie.
You think that's what he was trying to do?
Yeah, at one point he was like, Dad, stand back. Like, it was that guy was terrible.
I mean, he was horrible, but I just thought he was
so
just being a
bad.
big dumb idiot. You know what I mean?
It sounded like he was trying to be like Christopher Walken's, like sound like him.
Hold on, Dad.
His
Yeah.
actual
I'll
son.
protect you.
Wow, there's clowns, Dad. Look out.
That dude had a really punchable face.
Yeah, it's very.
He never got his due. He should have gotten punched more. So Gordon tells the cop, hit the signal, and we see Bruce Wayne sitting in a chair. He's all just bored. He's just waiting for the signal.
Yeah.
He's just like this. He's just like,
Why is this not a night where he's trolling the streets looking for bad guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Taking the night off.
He's bored. The bat signal shines in his office. Batman shows up in the Batmobile.
If
And
anybody like just goes to his house and looks up, they'd see multiple Batman mirrors that aim towards him.
absolutely.
But it was cool.
So the fire from the back engine sets a clown on fire.
Yeah, so let's count
Murder.
Let's
Murder.
count the murders.
No, hold on.
This
Hold on a
Batman-
second.
Yep.
Wait a second. Did
ahead.
you see a dead body?
Oh, later on I did.
Did you? No, you didn't see the body. He caught
Okay.
on fire, and then we leave.
Okay.
I assume he jumped in the snow.
All right, I'll put
the
murder
fire out.
with a question mark.
Murder question mark.
So there's one. There's one murder question mark.
That was, if anything, it was manslaughter. He was just trying to drive away.
Okay. When he puts the bomb down that guy's pants and kicks him down the sewer and it explodes. Explain that
we
one.
hear an explosion.
We see
again. Do we see him explode?
All right, one murder.
That was a cartoon bomb. First of all, that was a fucking cartoon
So
bomb.
it just burns his front penis
Yes.
off like a cartoon would?
Absolutely.
Or his beak would fall off?
We saw Jingle All the Way. They had a cartoon bomb. It exploded, and the guy's face just turned black. That was it.
Right.
This was so satisfying because just moment one, Keaton shows up as Batman. It reminded me how of all the anybody can make the argument of who was the best, but he made the best facial expressions as Batman. Like when he's got the mask on, just the facial expressions he makes when he's just all intense and being Batman.
I just,
That's
I
it.
think there's no question. The best, remember, there's the best Bruce Wayne and the best Batman. The best live action Batman, I'm pretty sure, is hands down, it's Keaton. I think, Christian Bale nailed Batman because, like, when he was supposed to be, Bruce Wayne, because when he was supposed to be like the playboy, he did a really good job of that.
Yeah.
Then the minute, like, he was outside the vision of people, you'd see him change and get serious again and get smart and, be a detective about things. So, I think Affleck did Bruce Wayne second best because he had his own take on it. And obviously Pattinson was the worst Bruce Wayne, but a very good Batman.
Right.
So
It's close because Bale was a really good Batman.
he was.
It's very close.
He was.
Yeah, it's 1A, 1B for sure. But no, Keaton Batman kills way more people in the first movie.
Yes.
There's a part where he goes into the plant. There's all Joker's goons there, and he just drops the bomb out of the Batmobile, and the whole place
He
explodes.
blows up the whole plant. They're
He
all
kills
dead.
so many fucking people in that one versus this one.
According to
And here it's just a couple clowns.
Well, that's why it was a big deal when it first came out, the first one. Then they were like, he's a vigilante.
Yeah.
He'll kill bad guys. It's
Right.
like, that's fine.
According to Mr. Sunday's movies on YouTube, Keaton's Batman has killed 20 people. In Dark Knight, he killed 17, and only 3 people in
Well,
Batman
Michael Keaton
Returns.
wasn't in The Dark Knight, Josh, so I don't know what you're talking about.
He's just saying Keaton's
Keaton's
Dark
Dark Knight. Yeah,
17 in Batman, only 3 in return.
for 20 of total victims. It's crazy.
3 in return, so 2 were clowns. Who was the third? Like, did they
The
count
Penguin.
him killing Penguin?
Yeah, I think so.
The bats killed Penguin.
He fell.
He is a bat.
Yeah.
That's no.
Look up Christian Bale's Batman as we continue. I want to know how many that he killed.
He's killed a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
He did too?
Well, if you watch the movies, again, they don't show bodies, but he's definitely killed some guys. I mean,
It happens.
in The Dark Knight Rises, he just shoots that guy in the truck carrying the bomb because at that point, it's like, what are you going to do? The whole place is going to explode if you don't shoot that guy.
He doesn't. Oh, he shoots him with like a
In the bat plane. In the
Yeah.
bat plane,
Oh,
he shoots
yeah,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
dead.
They have Christian Bale for 12 members of the League of Shadows,
Well, he
right.
did blow up the League of Shadows.
as well as Two-Face.
Well, kind of. He just jumped. I mean, he's holding it. He just jumped and they both fell down.
He just pushed him off the cliff. And
No,
then
but
he
they
fell.
both went off the cliff to save the boy. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
that's he's so responsible for that. Sure.
But no other ones. That's good.
Another clown threatens to tase Zelina, but Batman saves her, and she soaks her pants. She could not be more turned on in this moment.
Well, she's very dull and bored in her life. So
Wow, I mean, it's Michael Keaton in a bat suit.
yeah,
I mean, how much hotter does it get?
yeah, I just soaked my pants.
So then that's where she gets the taser right away. She even tases the guy. You could tell that she kind of likes what she's doing there. And then Max Schreck runs into an alley, but there's a trap door, and he falls into the sewer, which is, perfect planning by Penguin. He knew Max was going to run right to that spot
That direction.
and fall in that trap door.
That Penguin, he's a schemer. He is a schemer.
Yeah, all right, enough.
He's a schemer.
Shrek meets the Penguin, played by Danny DeVito, and his first line just, "Hi, I believe the word you're looking for is
That was amazing. I fucking love that.
Though some of the one-liners in this movie are fantastic.
There's a lot of great ones.
Yeah.
Nobody on Earth could have played the Penguin, but this guy.
Not this version.
Not in this version. No.
It's
Wait,
funny.
you don't think Colin Farrell could have did a good job?
Fuck him. Oh, fuck Colin. That was
Did
terrible.
they make this penguin too grotesque though? Like a little bit.
I think that was the
like
point.
chewing on like a fish. The way he was-
Nobody's ever been grosser in a movie than Danny DeVito in this
it's
movie.
so gross.
Like even how he made up, like he worked, like when he opens his mouth and it's all like black.
Yeah.
Like he worked on that with the special effects guys.
really?
He made up this like gross black looking shit.
Yeah. They've even zoomed in on it a couple of times. You're like, yeah.
Also, how did he learn English? Did the Penguins teach him English, or did they just like find books for him to read?
TV.
TV. Oh, they have TV, and
That's how most people learn English when they're from
people
different planets.
throw their
or-
TVs away.
Yes.
And then there were electrical sockets down there.
Look,
The Penguins made them.
yes, it was Penguin TV.
So Penguin blackmails Shrek with evidence of his corruption that was all thrown in the sewer. And that was hilarious because all the evidence gets thrown down the sewer. He's like, "You flush it, I find it."
I flaunt it,
Including-
I
right?
flaunt it, yeah.
Including a friend of his arm, like that fit down the toilet, I guess.
Remember me? I'm Fred's hand. So good.
And then when he shakes his hand, he leaves it with him.
Yeah.
So good.
Then Selena goes to the office, and Max finds out that she found out about his plot to build a power plant that would hoard all the electricity from Gotham, which is hilarious because that's literally like what Mr. Burns does
Burns?
in season 6 of The Simpsons. So
He
maybe
sucks
they
all the energy.
maybe
that's
they
right.
got it from this movie because this movie came out first. So it's like that was the whole "Who Shot Mr. Burns" thing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was because of that.
Because they found out he was doing that.
He stole he stole all the oil that was found, and then he covered all of Springfield with a giant fucking thing so that there was no sun, so that they needed his electricity 24/7.
Spoiler alert, but
Oh,
it was Maggie, right?
It was Maggie.
Okay.
Yeah. So he asks her what did curiosity do to the cat, and he pushes Selena out of the window, and she falls hundreds of feet. She would have exploded on impact in real life.
Well, she hit the
Shit, the
awnings.
The awnings.
Slowing down her fall.
Fine.
Like 45 awnings that slowed her down.
Yeah, and she went right through them.
Like 50 stories. Not even bleeding. She's not even bleeding.
I think the last
she
awning
had
was
one
still,
little right on her forehead.
forehead.
Right
the
on her
last
forehead.
awning was still 25 feet
realistic.
above where she fell.
At least.
And,
Hilarious.
and luckily, there were a few radioactive cats that wanted to French kiss her. And
I don't know if they were radioactive,
Yeah.
but I guess they were. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they were from the sewer. Oh, maybe that's the explanation. Because remember, Penguin showed Shrek his like toxic goo.
Right.
Maybe they were cats that ate that toxic goo and then bit her.
Mutant cats that
And she
brought
doesn't
her
have
back to
superpowers.
life.
Yeah, she doesn't have superpowers. She just learns how to fight. That's her superpower.
Yeah, and
overnight.
she's a zombie, I guess technically.
Yeah, right.
That scene always
that's
freaked.
darker.
That scene always freaked me out as a
No,
child.
it was creepy. I don't remember that, but there was a moment in there where a cat literally stuck his mouth into Michelle Pfeiffer's mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? That's so nasty.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it
like
though?
11 years old and watching a cat like chew on her finger, and it's like, oh, this is fucked
No, it
up.
was
yeah,
a little. Come on.
I was 6 years old.
Come on. Yeah.
Honey, I'm
And little Andrew was like, I've got such a weird thing in my pants.
fear boner for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, honey, I'm home. Oh, I forgot. I'm not married. And Selena wrecks her apartment, immediately gets to work on her costume. And then we see her from far away.
Oh boy.
And she's like, I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I feel so much yummier.
Oh boy.
And you're just like, good God.
And how?
Did you see the sign, the neon sign behind her?
Yeah.
It said "Hell" here.
Yes.
That's kind of neat.
Because it was hello there.
That,
Hello
right,
there.
right,
She
right.
hit it, hell
So that was
here.
really cool. I like that.
That was cool, of course, yeah.
So yeah, because Penguin blackmailed Max, they have this plan where a clown steals the mayor's newborn baby very easily, by the way, jumps into the sewer, and then he hands it to Penguin, and he emerges from the sewer as this big hero.
No cops, I guess, with the mayoral speech.
It just happened so fast.
So fast, everyone. You know what? If I saw someone cartwheeling down the street with a baby, I think I'd be
By the way,
stoned too.
the way that baby moved definitely has brain damage now.
Yeah, but also like he grabs the baby, the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I could have a lot of things to say, but I just want to say thanks. Like
Right.
as he's saying all that, Mayor, get your baby.
Yeah.
Cops, do something.
No, they all react like wrestlers, like "Duh," they're all frozen.
This guy's like wisecracking, holding my child. Like, I guess I better watch the wisecrack.
Yeah, right. Let me hear the anecdote. Go ahead.
Also, I guess the Penguins made his giant duck boat / car, or did someone also throw that away?
I assumed all the carnies were excellent at being
Well, I guess that's true. They were
Right.
hackers and engineers.
and
Right.
engineers.
Hackers. Yeah. they're like-
He assembled
learn in-
quite the crew.
the same way the Fast X people learn. Just
Yes.
by being mechanics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Penguin tells the press he wants to find out who his parents are. They give him access to the city's birth records, and he finds his true name, Oswald Cobblepot. And he also gets the records of all of Gotham's firstborn sons. His parents are dead, though, now, and he tells the press, I was their number one, but they treated me like number two.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Good line.
Also, Bruce is the only one that, like, is suspicious of him. And Bruce even tells Alfred, I think he already knows who his parents are. But how? How would he know? How would he already know who his parents are? Bruce says that to Alfred.
Maybe they threw away some records in the
Well,
sewer.
that-
Maybe.
Well, that was the first thing he looked up, and then
No, but it was
after
bef-
that.
I don't know. It seemed like before all that.
I
Like,
thought that was just a throwaway line that didn't ever really come back.
Right.
Bruce was just kind of spitballing there.
yeah. Meanwhile, some thug is about to, like, finger some girl in an alley, but Catwoman kicks the guy's ass.
Yeah.
And she, like, the woman's like, oh, thanks. And then she, like, pushes her up against the wall. And she's like, always looking for some Batman to save you.
But even like when she scratched the guy's face, like crosshatch, and it
Yeah.
was bleeding, like even that's a little gory.
A little bit.
For a PG-13.
What an introduction for her.
I am Catwoman. Hear me roar.
But no roar. She just backflips away.
There was no need to, Josh.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
not
wanted to hear purr. Meow.
Well, she does that.
Oh, well, now you did it and ruined it. So
No problem.
thanks.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Max meets with Bruce about his power plant. I guess he wants Bruce to pay for it.
Or invest with
Back
him.
it. Yeah, invest. But Bruce is opposed to it. And then Max is shocked to find that Selena is still alive. And Bruce is hard as a rock. If you watch, like, the focus is on Max, but Bruce is sitting behind Max and he's just like his jaw is on the floor.
Yeah.
He's very turned on. And then Max introduces them and Bruce fucks up. He's like, yeah, we met. Whoops.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, no, I mean, no, you were someone else. Never mind.
He's, this Bruce can make mistakes.
Yes.
But it never cost him.
Absolutely.
Because you had to be more zany back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fun little line.
Yeah.
Max then lures Penguin to where he wants him to go with a dead fish. You know, it's kind of like me when, like, our father makes chicken parm sandwiches.
Yeah. He can bring you anywhere.
Absolutely.
Me too.
And then Max wants Penguin to run for mayor, even though the elections just ended.
Right.
And that woman that's from SNL is like one of the handlers.
Jan Hooks. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I have these gloves because our research tells us that voters like fingers.
That's a good line.
Fucking mean. That's fucking mean.
And then one guy is being a real dick to him, so Penguin bites his nose.
Yeah.
Your nose could be gushing blood.
There's not a lot of, yeah. There's not a lot of reflective surfaces down in the sewer hall.
This was the first of many scenes. Penguin has a giant boner in
He
this
has
movie.
the biggest boner.
He is so horny in this
Elections.
movie.
yeah.
Max is like, elections can become void. I like to fill her void. I'd like to teach her my French flipper trick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Some of these as an adult is a little bit.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I just thought he wanted to swim with her or something when I was a kid.
He was going to be swimming in something.
Yeah.
So more clowns start some shit, and Batman kicks their asses. His Batarang takes most of them out, but a dog catches it and runs away. Then Batman, that's where he straps a bomb to one of the clowns, throws him in a hole, and it explodes. Meanwhile, Catwoman destroys one of Max's stores. It's got that weird logo. It's like a creepy Mickey Mouse in a way, like that face.
And by the way, a fun little thing in here. There's a scene where she uses her whip and she whips off the heads of like 4 different mannequins.
Yeah.
That was she really learned how to use a whip. She did that shit in one take.
Yep.
Wow.
One take.
That's super hot. True or not?
There's a
That's
behind the
super-
scenes video of her doing it, and you could just see her whipping all of them off, and yeah, it's really cool. So some cops try to stop her, but she whips their guns away, and one of the cops is like, I don't know whether to shoot or fall in love. So that was good. Then Batman confronts Penguin, but Catwoman shows up. Like, she just does some cartwheels and flips, and then they're just watching her. She's like, meow.
Oh, yeah.
Boom! And
Yeah.
the whole store blows up.
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
And then Penguin tells Batman, I saw her first, gotta fly!
Yeah. He flies away.
His umbrella becomes a helicopter.
Of course it does. And when she said meow and the building exploded,
Yeah.
I also exploded.
Oh, that's right, yes.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then Batman and Catwoman fight on a rooftop. At first she's kicking him and he's just kind of defending himself, but finally gets frustrated and bitch slaps her.
Yeah.
Like pimp slaps her.
Sure.
And she's like, how could you? I'm a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. And then, of course, she kicks him.
Right.
He's hanging off the roof and she says, life's a bitch. Now so am I. But then he throws some acid on her.
Yeah.
He just got some bat
Fucking
acid.
Sure.
acid. Like he
Yeah.
was trying to kill her.
He was trying to make Two-Face,
Wow.
and he's
Little-
like looking, he's like, damn it.
Little
Next
Two-Face
time.
reference there for sure.
Yeah.
She starts falling, but he saves her. And she asks, who's the man behind the bat? Maybe you could help me find the woman behind the cat. And then you see her hand going down his chest.
And he kind of starts to
his
smirk.
stomach. And then she
He's like, do it.
she grabs his dick and she's like, there you are.
No, she doesn't. She goes around the armor and finds
She's
like
looking
his
for
real
the
body.
weak spot in
She's
his
looking for the
armor.
weak spot.
Well, that's
Well, the
you
weak
as
spot in a
little
man
kid,
is
but
the
it's
cock.
his
You
dick.
know, I'm just saying.
Like now as an adult, we know that, but when I was a kid, I was like, oh, she grabbed his dick.
I still think she grabbed his dick.
He's like, you guys interpret it how you want to interpret it.
But no, then
The
she-
bad cock. I
she
gotcha.
stabs him with the exposed part with one of her nails, and then he hits her. She falls off the building, but she's saved by kitty litter, and she laughs it off.
Of course. She's so lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Next day, Penguin
lady.
gets a visit from Catwoman. She's just laying on his bed, and he says, "Just the pussy I've been looking for."
Oh my God.
PG-13.
PG-13.
Oh, at this point, I turned to Andrew. I was like, rated R? Because I didn't remember. And he's like, PG-13. I was like, holy shit, a hard
you don't
P
have to
word.
make it an R just because you
But
say
a
that
hard
line.
P word? You don't hear that in PG-13.
How many
movies.
times does someone look at a cat and go, oh, look at this little pussy? No, pussy cat.
Yes.
It's 2 words. When you
Right.
leave off the cat, it's a whole different meaning.
I don't think I've ever called the cat a pussy cat anyway. I
Right,
just say
exactly.
cat.
Right.
But yeah, I think this is the biggest difference from the first movie to the second one is the sex appeal.
There's so much sex in
and the
this movie.
vulgarity of it.
Yes.
And like this is why like McDonald's scrapped its Happy Meal tie-in after floods of complaints from parents about the film's tone.
Right.
The parents were claiming like, oh, the movie's too dark, and it's like, did you not see the first movie?
First one was
like it was
pretty dark.
just as dark. This one just had more sex appeal. So I think what happened were the mothers were upset
Right.
because Catwoman was just too sexy. Because the previous film was really just as dark.
Yeah.
Just as dark, but not as
Not as
sexual, I wouldn't
creepy
think.
and sexual.
Not as
I would
Not as
say-
sexual.
Yeah.
I mean, they were trying to get after Vicky Vale, but
it's just funny how like in America, like parents don't care about violence, you know, exposing their children to violence, like murder in movies, like blood, gut, but like no, a little sex appeal. It's like no.
Everybody that grew up, anyone who grew up in the 80s and 90s, when you were going to go see maybe an R-rated movie in theaters, that was the one question from your parents is there nudity? Is there
Right.
sex?
Yeah.
If there's
But
not, it's fine.
Well,
It
it's
still
just a
holds
couple
up.
of moms, which then later became known as Karens.
How
Yeah.
many
Right in
titties are
and-
going to be popped?
But it still holds up today because the Avengers movies have action. They have cursing. They have some blood. They have violence, murder.
Yeah.
But not one titty.
not one titty.
No.
You don't hear outrage as much anymore because you can easily just go online and kind
Yeah.
of research it beforehand. So if they're really being that way, they can go, oh no,
Right.
this has too much sex or this has too much violence for my son.
The Eternals
Or
had
daughter.
that one really lame sex scene in it where it was
mean-
like, what's happening here?
I mean, shame on Scarlett Johansson for not freeing the nipple. Come on.
Agreed.
It's all her fault. So, anyways, Catwoman tells Penguin they should frame Batman. She's really just pissed because I guess Batman's stealing her thunder or whatever. What was the line she said? Like, Batman ruined her party that night, so she wants to frame him.
Yeah.
She then puts Penguin's pet bird in her mouth, but Penguin threatens to stab her cat, so she spits the bird out. And according to the people that made it, they said that she really put the bird in her mouth for real.
No way.
Yes.
That's what they said.
Yep. That was not CGI.
Spit it out.
Yep.
This
No,
Michelle Pfeiffer
that was so
lady. I mean,
CGI.
she's got some. She's got some interesting talents. I'm just gonna say that. Some interesting talents.
Jonah Hill really put the goldfish in his mouth in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
But I also, as a kid, I loved Penguin doing the bat shadow.
Yeah.
As a kid, I always loved
Yes.
that. Then Penguin kidnaps the Ice Princess by knocking her out with the Batarang in a really aggressive manner. She's like, oh, and he's like, "Arr!" And then Bruce invites Selena to his house for a date.
Hold on. I just want to go back to that scene because the Ice Princess, she's going over lines or whatever.
Yeah.
She has two things to do, and she's like, "Oh wait, what do I do?" And she has to read her lines again.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I turn on the light, and then
Merry Christmas or something.
Right.
She's like, I hit the button and then I say Merry Christmas or something funny like that. So yeah, Bruce has Zelina over for a date. They start making out on the couch, but she touches his stomach where she stabbed him and Bruce groans. And then he exposes the part of her arm where Bruce threw the acid on her and she freaks out.
What a
They-
great scene.
Yeah, it was good. They stopped making out. Then on the TV, they see that Gordon tells the press that Batman kidnapped the Ice Princess because they have the Batarang as evidence, a bloody Batarang.
I like, though, at least Gordon is still like, this is purely circumstantial, but
Right.
we do have this.
The
Like,
biggest-
Gordon knows it's not Batman.
One of the biggest differences from this versus the Dark Knight trilogy is Gordon's an idiot in the Tim Burton version.
Yeah.
He's just, and he gets even dumber when Joel Schumacher takes over.
Oh, my God.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, when I was watching Batman Begins, I was like, oh, Gordon's like not an idiot. That's cool. He's not a
Gordon.
total jackass.
Gordon
anymore.
has plans.
Yeah. So they both bail, but not before both giving Alfred an excuse to tell the other one, like, oh, tell her this. Oh, tell him this.
That was a cute scene, too.
Yeah. Then Batman shows up to the tree lighting. He parks his Batmobile, locks it. We see it locking. We got all this CGI.
When the original, one of our favorite lines that we say to this day with our dad is,
Shields.
Shields.
But somehow the clowns hack it.
Yeah?
Somehow.
Somehow.
Hey,
How?
the Penguin put together a damn good family.
A good team.
A
Yeah.
good team.
How did they hack the Batmobile?
I think.
By the way, the internet, not a thing yet.
the clown just pulls out a remote and goes boop, and then the shield's unlocked. How did that happen?
And right, if you have that, why not just open it and just take the Batmobile out for a spin?
Right.
You're trying to frame him anyways, right?
It's true. Well, Penguin wanted to have his fun.
That's true.
Villains are
One of the
crazy.
best
true.
scenes.
Could have just been a car bomb.
Right.
It's true. So Batman finds the Ice Princess, but Catwoman's there. They have a brief fight, but Catwoman takes the Ice Princess. Batman finds her standing on the edge of a building, and it's like at that point you could just step off, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I talked girl to girl to her, so she let me go.
Yeah. Get off the edge.
Well,
Right.
she was confused about what she had to do. So she didn't have a card to say, step down.
And then Penguin, long dart, throws the umbrella. The bats come out. She falls to her death in front of the crowd. She falls onto the box and lights up the Christmas tree. So she did her job.
She did her job.
Yeah. And then bats also fly out of the tree, and everyone sees Batman at the top. They think he did it. It's like, oh, yes, that was Batman's plan all along. to murder her in front of everyone,
Right.
and then to have bats fly out of the tree.
So everyone knows he killed her.
Right.
The cops shoot Batman. He falls onto another part of the building.
She wouldn't suck my dick.
And then Catwoman climbs on top of Batman. She says, a mistletoe could be deadly if you eat it.
Yeah.
And Bruce says, a kiss could be even deadlier if you mean it. And then Catwoman licks Batman's face.
God.
Some heavy foreshadowing.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that was super hot.
Yeah.
And then Penguin gets pissed at Catwoman for being a cock tease. He's like, how about you and I go back to my place and we'll have some dirty penguin sex?
Yeah, sure.
And she's like, good God, fuck no. And he's like, you bitch.
You bitch.
And he hangs her with the helicopter umbrella. And she falls into like a greenhouse and then screams and all the glass breaks. So she's, that was her third life or something. Yeah.
How many lives does she have? Did she go through 9?
No.
5?
Almost.
Yeah.
Then Batman gets in the Batmobile, but Penguin pops up on his TV in there. And Penguin's got a mini Batmobile that looks like a ride that you would do, like
so
for your
great.
little kid.
Yep.
Controlling the real Batmobile.
I just love because like the scene before, it's Penguin. He's talking to the crowd or whatever, and then like the reporters are following him into this car, or whatever that he's going into do all his stuff. And in the car, you see him rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, what do all those reporters think? He's fucking someone in there or something like that.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking the Ice Princess. Oh, no, she's dead.
Yeah.
Fucking someone
Well,
in there.
I mean, I don't think that would stop him, to be honest.
So Penguin makes the Batmobile crash into cop cars, almost run over civilians. Bruce pops in a CD to record Penguin's voice for later. And Batman finds the device that's controlling the Batmobile, and he grabs it and stops the car right before he's about to run over an old lady.
Yep.
Then Penguin gets pissed because he can't control the car anymore. And it's hilarious because, like, this past week, Eric Hamilton sent us this, like, video meme
Oh, my God.
of Penguin, like, and it's like what my girlfriend sees when I'm on top of her. It's so fucking great. And then Batman escapes the cops by basically destroying the Batmobile. Like, the sides break off and it gets really skinny to drive through the alley.
Batman bobsled.
That's all it could be used for now is a bobsled.
Right.
And the dumb cops smash into the building. Like, you're
Of course they
obviously
do.
not going to shrink like that one did. Like,
Well, this is why they need Batman, because the cops are really dumb
they're
there.
so dumb in these movies. Yeah.
The next day, Penguin makes a political speech, but Bruce used the audio recording to make everyone hate him. This was also one of my favorite scenes. Like, I played the stinking city like a harp from hell. And then, fricka, I played this stinking city.
That's great.
Using
they're
a
just
CD as
Because
if it
that's-
was a record.
Because that's how CDs work.
That's how CDs work. And then the crowd throws vegetables at him. I guess they all went to the grocery store.
Well, he
right
even
before
says
this.
that. Why does everyone always bring tomatoes
Yeah.
to a speach?
And he gets pissed off, so he just opens fire.
Sure.
He's shooting at all of them.
Right.
And then he jumps off. He dives onto like one guy in the crowd,
Yeah.
knocks some people over.
That's how he gets down.
Very
and then
good.
he,
very good.
then he jumps off the same bridge where his parents abandoned him.
Oh, that's sad. Like when you think
Symbolism.
about the penguin character, so sad. His parents abandoned him. He was raised by penguins. Like, did we expect was going to happen?
We saw the movie, yeah.
I'm just it's sad.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So sad.
So Penguin fully embraces who he is. He's like, my name is Penguin. I'm cold-blooded. And he reveals his plans to kidnap and kill Gotham's firstborn sons. One clown questions him, so Penguin shoots him dead. And then Bruce goes to Max's masquerade party where everyone is wearing a mask.
Hey.
Except for Bruce and Selina, because they're already wearing theirs. And
Oh,
been
so
a-
this was done before the Nolan movies.
Yes, of course.
Baby.
When I was watching this, I was like, oh, Christopher Nolan totally did this as a tribute
Yeah.
to Batman Returns, because they do the same thing in The Dark Knight Rises. Bruce also goes to a masquerade party and doesn't wear a mask.
Yep.
That's fucking great. Also, just like that one, Bruce and Selina dance
Yeah.
at the party.
Yep.
And Selina is just full crazy. She pulls out a gun to show him that she's going to kill Max. And then she spots the mistletoe and she says the line again, and mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it. And Bruce says, A kiss can be even deadlier if you mean it.
And then one of the best lines of the movie.
Does that mean we have to start fighting?
I love that. That was great. And he's like, I think it does. Let's go outside.
Yeah, yeah, right. In bed. Let's go.
Well, yeah, we were watching this, and Aaron pointed out a thing, like, he goes, let's go talk outside. But then the next time we see him, he's Batman.
Right.
Like, we never see...
They never pay that
That
off.
had to have been some sort of deleted scene or something.
Definitely, because not to spoil too much, but next time we see Catwoman, she looks fucked up.
She looks so fucked
There's
up.
clearly some missing scenes here.
Yeah.
Batman beat the fuck out of her. I got you. Yeah.
He beat that ass, maybe.
So Penguin crashes the party with an explosion, tells everyone that their kids are being kidnapped. He takes Shrek's son, but Max convinces Penguin to take him instead.
Not only that, take them both. Take them both, Penguin. Come on now. I mean,
Right.
Jesus.
Or just shoot the son.
Yeah.
Then Batman easily saves all of the children because they were on a slow-moving train car
Yep.
in the middle of the street that was going like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And they just had one guy there. And Batman's like, yeah, you're fucked. Easily saves all the children. So Penguin is like, all right. He tells all of his penguins, let's just kill everyone.
Yeah.
The penguins have rockets strapped to their backs. Batman goes into the sewer with his bat boat.
Bat-
and,
Wait. Andrew, you kind of slow played this scene.
Okay.
Danny DeVito, the penguin, gave a great monologue to the penguin.
Yeah. They're all
With the
just watching.
spotlight and everything.
Yes. My friends! So anyways, the penguins are about to blow up Gotham Square, but Batman hacked the penguins.
They're all hackers.
He hacked them.
Yeah.
Like Joe said, again, before the internet.
Before
just-
the internet, he hacked them all.
You just hack them, and there's
Gotta
no
find that-
explanation needed.
the radar frequency or
Does
something.
a lot of signal
Of what?
jamming.
The signal to the,
signal.
explosions.
It's a lot of
He
signal
also
jamming.
controlled the penguins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, some of the penguins had some helmets on, so I guess that was the deal. So the clowns also bail on Penguin as they literally cartwheel away. That was hilarious. He sees them and they're just cartwheeling away. He's like, fuck!
Sorry, buddy.
And then Penguin tries to escape in his duck car, but Batman crashes into him because Batman had him on his radar. His radar showed the duck car.
The goddamn dog.
And then Batman and Penguin have a little fight. Penguin knocks the signal out of Batman's hand, pushes the button, and the penguins blow up the fucking abandoned zoo.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then the bats show up and they make Penguin fall in the sewer. Meanwhile, Max escapes his cage, but Catwoman confronts him. Batman tries to convince Selina to not kill Max, and he takes his mask off. And I don't really
Powerful
understand why, because she already knows who he is.
Right.
And by revealing yourself to Max Shrek, doesn't that mean he has to die now?
Kind
I
of.
think it was just a reason for him to commit murder. I have to kill him now.
No, I think he was trying to like show her, look, we're not fake people. This is all reality.
Yeah.
This is really me. But
But
of
let's
course,
turn in Max and he'll tell the world that I'm Batman.
yeah, I don't know. It was a weird move. And then of course it's the famous. I don't understand why movies back then he couldn't have black makeup on
Right.
around his eyes.
Right, yeah,
Just
because
a little bit.
He has it the whole time, and then right as he's taking off, you see that there's no more eye black there.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, right.
Yep.
You're
So
like,
at
"Oh,
first, Selena's like, "I'd love to live in your mansion," and fairy tale. But then she turns on him. She scratches Bruce. She takes her mask off, and Max says, "Selena, you're fired." And Bruce, why are you dressed as Batman?
Yeah.
Because he is Batman, you idiot.
So, yeah.
And so Max shoots Batman, and then he shoots Zelina, but she's counting how many lives she has. She's like, 4, 5, still alive.
Yeah.
6, 7. And then she's got 2 left, but she's like, I think I'll save one for next summer or something like that. And she kisses Max with her taser,
Yeah.
turning him into a skeleton.
This is the second movie in a row
Yes.
that Burton did this.
Looks
They just used the
exactly
same-
like the guy the Joker's.
Yeah,
in.
they just
Yes.
used the
Same
same
skeleton.
the same dummy
Yeah.
and
Yes.
put some hair on him.
And it was still sizzling, too.
Yeah, right.
So then Penguin gets out of the water, but he's fatally wounded and he dies. He said some shit. I couldn't understand. He was
I think
choking
he
so much.
said he grabbed the wrong umbrella.
Yeah, but he said more than that.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I grabbed a cute one."
Oh, right. That's yeah. But then he said some more stuff before he fell. But he falls face first, and the penguins drag Penguin into the water.
Yeah,
and
something about like I'll murder you shortly or something.
Yeah.
So sweet. So sweet.
So then we got the final scene. We see Bruce telling Alfred to stop the car because he thinks he saw Selena. And even the shadow it shows like a, fucking Catwoman.
Is that a woman?
Is that a woman? And instead, Bruce finds a black cat and he gets back in the car. And that was the original ending.
Yes.
That was how the movie originally ended. But Warner Brothers wanted to show the audience that Catwoman is still alive in case they wanted to do a spinoff or in case she was going to return for a third one. So they actually paid $250,000 just for this one last shot of Catwoman looking at the bat signal. And it's just the back of her head.
And it wasn't even Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't even Michelle Pfeiffer in the costume, but I think that's better. I think that was a much better ending,
Yes.
right? Than just like Bruce driving away. He's all sad because she's not around. But then, we see the bat signal and she pops her head out. And
Definitely
it was a
better.
cool ending for sure. And it's a shame we never got to see them again
Yeah.
because those mothers were pissed that Catwoman was hotter than them. They were
Goddamn
jealous.
Karens.
How are we supposed to know that this was the end of Keaton Batman?
I know.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, he came back.
For 30 years
30
later.
years.
Just
Yeah.
think that Flash's parents exist in this universe. Think about that. Think about that.
No,
Ezra Miller exists in this universe?
I've
Yeah.
got to believe those
Yes.
are two separate things.
Well,
Aaron
I don't
refuses to believe.
I don't care if I'm wrong.
he hates the multiverse.
Got to believe they're two separate things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you rate this?
This is a B plus.
Easy 8. Easy 8.
Oh, like out of 10?
Yeah.
7.5.
Okay.
I mean, as a superhero Batman movie, I mean, it's an 8.
It's a lot of fun. I
It's
would
a lot
say,
of fun.
I would
It's-
say
it's,
8.
It's very good.
The acting's great.
It's
And
campy, but it's campy on purpose.
It's a hell of a lot sexier than I remember it, too.
It's got the perfect combination of like serious tone with the comic book stuff, and
yeah.
it's really good. Very entertaining. Got some factoids here. So Billy D. Williams was originally going to return as Harvey Dent. His disfiguring would occur when Catwoman kisses him with a taser.
Oh, I'm glad you got this
But
because
they replaced him with Max Schreck.
Max Schreck. Yes, I'm glad.
Which
you
is
got
when
that.
you're watching this, Max Schreck is like Harvey Dent. Like,
Yes.
it's like, you know what I mean? So it makes sense.
Yep.
Also, writer Daniel Waters said when Michael Keaton reviewed the script, he asked for a lot of his dialogue to be cut. And obviously he was surprised because that's not usually what actors want. But when he saw the film, he said, I realized he was exactly right.
Yeah.
Also, Michelle Pfeiffer went through 60 cat suits during the 6-month shoot at a cost of $1,000 each. The costume was so tight that Pfeiffer had to be vacuum sealed into it.
Jesus.
And she could only wear it for a short time or she would pass out.
That's disgusting.
No wonder she looks so hot.
Right.
Sure.
Where are those catsuits now?
In Josh's closet.
No, they're
Warner
not,
Brothers. Also, Warner Brothers had to constantly send out new Catwoman posters as most of the bus stop ads were being stolen.
Sure.
Yep.
It got so bad that police officers had to patrol bus stops.
That's awesome.
That's great.
They're selling some of them are being sold on eBay
Sure.
for quite a bit. Also, Dustin Hoffman was offered the Penguin role, but he declined. However, Waters said he did write the Penguin role for Danny DeVito specifically.
Yeah.
Also, David Bowie was Burton's pick to play Max Schreck, but
Okay.
he turned it down so he could be in Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me.
Interesting.
I can see that.
And then casting director Marion Daugherty recommended Christopher Walken to Tim Burton to play Max Schreck. Burton asked why, and he said, because that man scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Makes sense. Also, the Penguins' army consisted of real penguins, actors in glass fiber suits, robotic puppets, and CGI.
Wow.
The animal handlers used a technique called flocking, where they would have a puppet penguin act as a master penguin, and the real penguins would imitate it.
Wow. That's a thing.
Yeah. The film made $46 million its opening weekend, which was at the time the biggest ever. The previous holder was '89's Batman.
Yes.
So it beat its own record.
That's right.
And this film made $266 million worldwide.
Which again, at that time, it's a lot of money.
And then, of course, we covered the McDonald's
Interesting.
once they pulled out. They're like, all right, Burton's done. Burton's talked about this. He said he had a meeting about Batman 3, and Warner Brothers was like, well, you don't want to do another one, right? You'd rather do something else. You're probably bored of doing Batman movies. And then he was like, oh, you guys don't want me to do another one. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Some other factoids. This is the first film to have Dolby Digital surround sound. Annette Bening was cast as Catwoman, and she's pretty hot, and she's a great actress as well. Then she got pregnant.
Yeah.
So then it went to Michelle Pfeiffer, who they had to pay 3 times as much.
Thank God.
DeVito stayed in character between takes. So you had to talk to him as the Penguin.
Wow, that had to be fun.
Can you imagine Annette Bening as Catwoman in this?
I mean, look, you again, no, because Michelle Pfeiffer was perfect.
She never. No, she just didn't.
But
have the
Bening is a
charisma
very
to do
similar
this.
actress. I think she's very good.
You know, Sean Young was originally going to play Vicky Vale in the first Batman movie, but something happened. Then she was publicly trying to be Catwoman, and she even went on Joan Rivers' show dressed as Catwoman
to try to get it.
to try to get the role. But it was like, yeah, thank God it was Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be an iconic performance like it is today if it wasn't for
And then
her.
Burgess Meredith, who played Penguin in the old campy TV show, was supposed to play Penguin's dad. And he would have been a much older dad to Pee Wee Herman.
Right.
But then he got sick and he couldn't make it to set.
Yeah.
So that would have made sense, right? Penguin's
Right,
dad
sure.
being the original Penguin. That would have been fun. So
Pretty cool.
One other little one. Originally, before they started production, Tim Burton was trying to find a way to get Robin into it. And the idea was to do Marlon Wayans
Right.
as an adult Robin. It actually got so far as he got contracted to do this.
Batman Forever, yeah.
Yeah, and he got residuals for like 10 or 15 years. Even though he never played him,
Yeah.
he got contracted. So he still got paid to do that.
yeah, Schumacher bought out his contract, I think, or something like that
Yeah.
to cast Chris O'Donnell.
Yep. All right, let's do some fan questions. 199 Big T. I can't wait for next week's Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken review. What?
Sorry. Yeah,
It's a DreamWorks Pixar movie thing.
Okay.
yeah, it's an animated movie.
No idea what that was.
Nope.
One Punch Man with Batman Returns, 30 years old. Would a remake of this iconic film be a success? What would it need? Actors, director, but I don't think it needs to be remade.
Not remade. That doesn't make any sense because you're making plenty of new Batman films.
Yeah. Chief Nakahomer is Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, still the best one since she's fully heel. I love DeVito's Penguin, very fun and hideous. Do you prefer campy or serious villains? Can't wait till you review the Schumacher movies. I mean, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's the best Catwoman.
I'm
for
a
sure.
serious villain type of guy myself. I like those serious villains.
I do like Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I think she played it great. I think you
Yeah.
saw her change from kind of a bad guy to a good guy in that film. This film, I mean, she's transfacial, right, Josh?
A little trans.
That's what Catwoman is.
Right.
Trans Catwoman.
But in terms
But
of
she
who-
never commits, and that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she never really goes, okay, I'm a heel. Okay, I'm a good bad guy. I'm
Yeah.
a good guy. Like she just kind of teeters that line the whole time.
But she's, I think, by far is the best Catwoman in terms of performance.
Yes, agreed.
Omar should have reviewed Tenet or The Prestige. Show Nolan some respect, damn it. Josh spell Penguin.
Josh.
PENGUIN?
Incorrect.
Yeah.
PEN
He didn't say E the first time.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
PENGUIN.
You didn't say E?
PENGUIN.
thought
Well,
he did.
Jesus Christ. PENGUIN.
Yeah, you got it right the second time.
I got it. Yeah, I got it,
That's
motherfucker.
shocking.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I spell penguin all the time in my everyday life
Why?
because I like penguins. They're cute.
Okay.
No reason.
Bill Capri, Pushfire Barry, new live action Batman movie. Azrael, which I don't know if anyone else knows about him.
Azrael, yep.
Azrael, he was in the video games, the Arkham video games, so that's how I know about him.
Jean-Paul Valley.
Batman Beyond and Arkham Knight. I mean, for me, I would push Arkham Knight for a live action Batman movie. It's so fucking great.
Yeah, that's tough to argue with.
Barry, Batman Beyond, Fire, Azrael.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
I would love to see an as-real Batman movie.
He's cool.
Just as a standalone, like non-canon thing.
Right.
That'd be great.
PCJ, I love this film. Did you know about Sean Young and her obsession to play Catwoman? Check out the Joan Rivers show where she appeared dressed as Catwoman, portrayed Catwoman while bashing Tim Burton for not casting her. It's good stuff. Also, I vote for doing both Secret Invasion and Gemstones as a double recap each week for Patreon. Oh, sure. Sure, buddy. Yeah, we'll probably get to Gemstones at some point for sure. But yeah, that is all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. And next week, I mean, there's that Indiana Jones movie.
Or the Ruby Gellman.
No, let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Well, you could watch it. Doesn't mean we have to review it. Look, or next week is the 4th of July. What better 4th of July movie is there
Please say what I think you're going to say.
Come on.
than Independence Day?
Fans want nowadays. Fans want. We report what's new.
No, they don't. They really don't.
Indy 5 or Independence Day?
We can leave it up to the fans to vote. Indiana Jones 5, which is going to suck balls.
We don't know
Or
that.
Independence
I
Day,
think we
know
have
that.
to do Independence
Three out of
every
the 4
day.
films were
every
amazing.
year. Every year we have to do Independence Day.
Every year.
I think so.
We find different things.
3 great
Just a
movies. They do
revisit.
1 bad one, and we're just going to give up on the franchise. Come on.
Every initial review of Indy 5 has been popcorn fart. Just
Popcorn fart.
not
I don't know
good.
what that means.
We'll leave it up to the
It doesn't
fans.
sound good.
I'll post a vote out there, post a poll, and let us know what you want. Indiana Jones 5 or Independence Day. No bias.
It's one of my favorite movies. I'm not going to
Yeah,
argue.
no, of course. All right, see you next week.
I'm Batman.